What's up, guys? Since this week there will be no chapter of One Piece, unfortunately, I might as well share you my theory behind what's the secret of Zoro's eye. Okay, so we all have speculated a lot, and I know there are many videos and theories out there that talk about this eye, and my theory is not that different, to be honest with you. I mean, my theory goes along with them. Okay, so I do agree with the fact that he has his ashra mode hidden in his eye, kind of building up its strength. Okay, so that is actually going on for me. Okay, but my theory is kind of different because it actually expands on the fact that when will he use this technique, also against whom will he use this technique. Okay, so let's see if you guys could agree with me or not. Okay, so my theory is based on the fact that according to me, Zoro's ashra mode is kind of like Luffy's gear second. Both of their new techniques were showcased in their fight against the CP9 guys. Okay, Luffy came out with Gear Second, and Zoro came out with his Ashura. The only difference was that Luffy had all control. He had total control on his ability when he had Gear Second. Would uh, he was able to tap into it and tap out of it at his will. The only difference with Zoro was that that Ashura mode that he had was came out spontaneously. Okay, it came out spontaneously because it was something that happened due to his emotions being involved in it. Okay, kind of like his Super Saiyan mode. Okay, he went Super Saiyan slash Ashura. Okay, now according to me, by the time Zoro have done the training, has spent these 2 years training with Mihawk. I think his Ashra would have evolved. His Ashra wouldn't just be the three-headed Ashra that we know, which has like 9 arms or something. Um, I think his Ashura would have evolved maybe more demonically. I think the people who have watched Hunter x Hunter might know Netero's. This Netero had this technique where a god would appear right behind of him, and when he used to punch, the god also used to punch him, and that used to increase his impact. I think kind of his Ashura mode would be kind of like that. Okay, it's just my speculation, by the way. Okay, so I think that is his evolved form of his Ashura. So that aside, that aside, I also think that his when he will turn into his Ashura mode, it would probably be kind of like the berserker armor situation. I don't know how many of you have been reading Berserk. When Guts, the main character, activates his berserker armor, he basically loses control of himself. He becomes a savage beast. He becomes a savage beast. He could attack anyone, friends, foe, anything which comes in his way. He attacks them and kills them. He massacres them. I think same thing will happen with Zoro. That's the reason why he's been keeping it a secret. He's been hiding that strength that he has. Now, looking at the level of strength Zoro is right now, he can cut through an entire state. Okay, he is so strong that he was able to cut down Pika with no problem. So I think he is damn freaking strong without even using his Ashura mode. Alright. So now the question is, when? When will he use this form? When will he use? When will he activate this? This this ability? We all expect him to activate his Ashura against Mihawk. I don't think so. I think that he will activate his Ashura against Kaido. Now I know this kind of is. I don't think I know this theory might not settle with many people, but hear me out. Hear me out. Okay. Uh, at the very beginning, when Kaido was introduced, you know what they said about him? They said that there is nothing that has been able to hurt him. There is nothing that has been able to cut him. When Zoro was flying to cut down Pika, he said that there is nothing that I cannot cut. Now, the fact is, we have one guy who cannot be cut, and there's one guy who's saying that he can cut anything. Wouldn't it be more logical that he might just use this form against Kaido? Now, I'm not saying that he is going to kill Kaido or he is going to injure him so bad that Kaido would completely go out of picture. I don't think so. I don't think that is going to happen. But what I think is going to happen is he going to leave a giant scar against on Kaido's chest or wherever. He might cut his arm off. I don't know. That is for further speculation. But I think when he will use his Ashura, he will probably use it against Kaido. I think it will kind of be like a Kuma situation where Kuma, when he arrived, Luffy was already in very bad state. Everyone was very tired, had fatigue, they were injured, and Kuma pretty much destroyed them very easily. To save Luffy and to save his crew, Zoro had to sacrifice himself. He survived like a boss. But this time, the same thing might just happen. They might fight a huge battle. They might end up probably at the verge of defeat. Zoro had no choice but to use his Ashura mode to get them out of that situation. Okay, like I said, I'm not saying that he might just kill or do something extremely, um, do something do something that will actually gravely injure Kaido, but I think he will leave an impression on Kaido. At least that's what I think. Okay, if he is able, if my theory is and ended up being true, and if he is able to do more damage, then I'll be the most happiest person over here. Okay. Also, I think that the strength between Luffy and Zoro might change. For me, Luffy and Zoro both are equally strong. Okay, since Luffy has got gear fourth, I also think that Zoro's Ashura mode would have evolved the same way. He's just not displaying it. Maybe it's too dangerous. I don't know. Okay, but anyways, uh, this is my theory. I would like to know your opinion. By the way, this is my opinion. Okay, this is what I think will happen. I have, uh, I guess, I can have opinions. So, what is your opinion? And I would like to know your opinion in the comment section below. Okay, so don't forget to like, subscribe, and yeah, leave a comment. Okay, till next time.